I feel like I need to like snap out of it or something. I've been, instead of going right to caffeine in the morning, I've been drinking warm lemon water, and I'm like such a slow person in the morning, so I'll take like 45 minutes to drink that, and I'm like, I still have, now I'm drinking tea instead of coffee, and that's like another 45 minutes, so I'm not nearly halfway through my tea with the caffeine, you know. So I'm gonna rely on yoga to energize me. Anyway, so come to the top of your mat. If you're gonna use your blocks for your lunges, since we are kind of starting out, sun salutations cold, I highly recommend using your props to support you at this point. But we'll start standing. Good morning. Close your eyes, turn the palms out, and do that slowly. So maybe you do it a couple times. Turn them in, and maybe even see how far you can turn them, and then reverse that. So you open the palms, and then you feel the shoulders drop back and the heart open. Again, do that a couple times so you can just feel that rotation in the shoulders. You can feel the heart, the chest open. And then eventually we come into stillness with the palms comfortably open. Softening the knees, the feet are about hip width, maybe a little bit closer. And we connect with our breath here, just to take a few deep breaths into the whole body. Allow yourself to arrive in the space, in the room together, arrive on your mat, arrive in your body. As we connect with our breath here, we're working to smooth it out, lengthen it out. We'll continue to work with our breath throughout our practice this morning. Next inhale, we can reach the arms out and up. So as you do this, lift the shoulders, reach through your fingertips, maybe even lift your toes so you can feel length in the body, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, we'll release the arms out and down. And even drop your chin toward your chest, but keep your spine long. So we feel the opening in the back of the neck. Inhale, arms out and up. If you feel like you want to lift your chin here, go for it. Look up towards your thumbs. And then exhale, out and down, chin drops down. We'll do that a few more times on our own. Just feeling your body. Breathing in to all the little spaces that are waking up, energizing, preparing to move through our practice this morning. Next time you inhale and your arms are up, we're going to bend the knees slightly. Exhale, fold forward. So take it slow into your folds. Keep your knees bent. As you come into your fold, release your head. Take a breath. Notice how the backside of your body feels from your heels to the base of your skull. And then take your hands to your shins. Keep your knees bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to your fold. Knees stay bent. We inhale and roll up to standing. Reach the arms out and up. Press the hips forward. Exhale. Dive back in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll it up. Arms out and up. This time we'll exhale, hands through heart center. Releasing the arms down. And then we inhale, flowing. Exhale, bend the knees as you dive in. This time we hold here in the fold and bend and straighten both legs together. And of course when we straighten, it's just within our flexibility. So our legs might not be able to get all the way straight yet. And we're breathing as we bend and straighten. And then with that little bend, hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift, long spine here. Exhale, fold, hands to blocks or next to your feet. And we'll inhale and step the left foot back, coming into a lunge. Good, and as we come here, feel free to adjust your blocks to whatever setting you need to, so you can lift your head, draw the shoulders back, drop the hips down, reach through the back heel. Let's take a breath here in this lunge. Good, then hands come down. And we're just gonna step the left foot forward and inhale to our halfway lift. Good, exhale, fold. And let's reverse our swan dive this time. Inhale, so you come up with a flat back. On the exhale, hands through heart center, releasing the arms down. And then we inhale, sweep it up, lift the toes. Feel core engage. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift up as high as you need to straighten your legs. So whatever that looks like, maybe your hands are above your knees. Reach through the crown of your head. Your next exhale drops you back to your fold. Hands on blocks or beside feet. Inhale, right foot steps back. Come into your lunge. So we're drawing the shoulders back. Good. Lift the heart. Lengthen the back of your neck. Take a breath here. Next inhale, we step the right foot forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands through heart center. Releasing your arms down. Invitation to close your eyes or have a gentle gaze down. Finding your breath once again. In and out through the nose. Smoothing it out. Feeling it a little more expansive since we started to move the body. You can breathe a little bit deeper. Take one more deep breath here. Next inhale, reach the arms out and out. And exhale, dive into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Hands come down. Let's inhale, left foot steps back to our lunge. Find your alignment, draw the shoulders back, look forward slightly. And then when you're ready to, on an inhale, step back to plank. And we're holding in our plank for 2 breaths. So complete that exhale, and then 2 more breaths. Spread your fingers out, press into your fingertips. Of course, knees are always welcome to come down. After those 2 breaths, press back to down dog. Feel free to keep your knees bent in down dog or bend and straighten one leg at a time. Rock your hips. We all have our own little process in down dog, so feel free to just move through that process to create more space in the body, to warm up to this posture. Remember, soften the elbows a little bit so you can release through the head, the neck, the shoulders. Let your next inhale take you up to your toes, bending your knees. The exhale, knees come down, so we're in table. 1 round of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. Good. Exhale, round your back. Walk your hands forward, 1 handprint, drop your hips. Let's roll through cobra. All the way down, forehead touches, hands are under the shoulders. Take your feet out wide. Inhale, rise back up to cobra. See where that takes you. Keep your elbows in. Exhale, lower down. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, forward and up to cobra. And exhale, forward and down. Last one. Inhale, forward and up. And exhale, forward and down. Point your toes into the mat. Inhale, back up to plank. Good. Exhale, down dog. Step your feet closer together. Take a deep breath. Bending the knees, look between the hands. If you're ready for a hop, be my guest. Otherwise, we can tiptoe up to the top of the mat. Back to our fold, hug it in, wrap your arms around your legs, a little squeeze to open up the hamstrings. And then hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. Good, exhale, fold. And let's reverse our swan dive, inhale. And we'll exhale, hands through heart center, releasing your arms down. Let's take 2 breaths here. Always welcome to close your eyes. Relax your body, soften your knees, even though it's just 2 breaths. Next inhale, we reach the arms out and up. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Find your halfway lift again where your legs are straight. Take your hands up as high as you need to, flat back. Next exhale, drop back in, bend your knees, hands come down. Inhale, right foot steps back. 1 breath in your lunge, find your alignment. Left ribs on thigh. And then we'll take it back to our plank. 2 breaths in our plank. Feel a little shift forward this time, so your shoulders go just past your wrists. Engaging the core, tuck your tailbone just a bit. And then next inhale sweeps you up to down dog. Find your breath. Maybe this time you bend and straighten both legs together to continue that process of opening through the hamstrings, the glutes, the low back. So we can find nice extension through the spine, the side body, hips are high. And very mindfully, draw your chin toward your chest. Take a deep breath there. See if you can release your heels toward the mat just a little bit more. And then we inhale up to our toes. And exhale, knees come down. 2 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your head. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, flow through. Good, exhale, round. We'll come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward so you can drop your hips and roll down through cobra, but all the way down. Forehead touches. Hands are under the shoulders or maybe a little bit further back towards your waist. Feet can come out wide. Inhale, rise up to cobra. We'll take our 3 cobras, lower, forward, and down. So enjoy that process of peeling up and seeing where it takes you. Keep the elbows in. Exhale, roll it down. This time we hold up high. Inhale, come up to your last one. Hold here for the exhale. Tuck your toes into the mat. Sweep it back to down dog. Step your feet together. Deep breath. Breathe into your belly. And then bend the knees, look between the hands. Again, hop if you wish or tiptoe up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, hands through heart center, releasing your arms down. Take a moment, close your eyes. Again, just observe the different sensations that you're creating. Your body responding, your nerves. Blood is flowing. Your toes, press your hips forward, let your arms drop back. On your exhale, diving in, keeping your legs straight for as long as you can, but give them a bend when you need to. We inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands come down. This time we're inhaling, stepping right back to plank. On your exhale, rock forward, lower down. Inhale, rise up to cobra. Exhale, take it back to down dog. Inhale up to your toes, lifting your hips high. And on your exhale, release your heels down. Bend the knees, look forward. Tiptoe or hop up. Inhale. That same inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Reach it up. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Releasing the arms down. Inhale, reach it up. Feel strong in the front side of the body as you exhale and dive in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands come down, step or hop back to your plank. On your exhale, lower down, maybe you find your chaturanga, and then we inhale, rise up. Exhale, back to down dog. Deep breath, holding here, breathe into the belly. Maybe turn your head from side to side. Inhale up to your toes. On your exhale, knees come down. 3 rounds of cat-cow. Moving at your own pace. And then take it back to child's pose. Knees together or knees apart. Take one more breath. When you're ready to, come back up to table. We'll take our left hand to center. Good, so it's right below your face. Maybe knees come out a little wider. I like mine to be a little bit wider here. We're going to take our right arm, inhale, reach it out and up, so connect with your twist. And on your exhale, take the right arm forward and down, circle it around, a few circles. And then change direction, and then follow your fingertips. Your gaze follows your fingertips as you circle it around. You're breathing as you move. The next time your arm comes up, hold it there for the exhale, drawing the navel back toward the spine. Next inhale, reach through the fingertips, and then we exhale to thread it through. Shoulder comes down, side of the head, threading the needle. And we do our best to tuck the shoulder under, so that right shoulder tucks. And then if we're going for the bind here, we can reach the left arm up on an inhale, and then exhale, tuck it behind your back. Back of your hand reaches over toward the right hip, and then we open that left shoulder, look in that direction, and breathe. Finding a little surrender in this posture that can be intense. Doing a lot of work here. Take one more breath. Next inhale, left arm reaches high. On the exhale, we plant the hand. Inhale, right arm out and up. Exhale, let's circle it around one time in each direction. And then forward and down to release. Right hand comes to center. We'll inhale, left arm out and up. So find your twist here, looking up toward that hand. And then we start to circle. We keep a gaze toward the fingertips as we circle around. 3 times in each direction. Remember to breathe. After that 3rd time, the arm comes up. We hold for the exhale. Draw the navel back toward the spine. The inhale, we reach through the fingertips. And then we exhale to thread it through. Shoulder, side of the head. We settle in, tucking this left shoulder way under as far as we can. And then if we're going there, we inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, take it behind your back. Opening the right shoulder. Maybe looking in that direction. Again, surrender to the posture by breathing. Inhale, takes your right arm up toward the sky. Exhale, place the hand down. Good. Inhale, press it up. Left arm comes back up. We circle 1 time in each direction. And then forward and down. Good. Back to table. Knees come back to hip width. Coming down to your forearms now. Elbows are about under the shoulders. Press into the elbows so you can feel your shoulders engage. Palms are either flat on the mat or a light interlocking of your fingers, depending on what you like better. When you're ready, we're going to take the left leg straight out behind us. Flex the foot, reach through the heel. Hips stay square. We're looking between our hands or up toward our hands, so we lengthen the back of the neck. So with the square hips, we're lifting that leg as high as it will go. So you feel engagement into the left glute. And then bring that to the core. Again, we're pressing into the elbows so the shoulders stay strong. And now we're going to bend the left leg to press the sole of the foot up toward the sky. See if we can lift it a little bit more. Lift the knee, press the foot, and breathe. Check in with the right hip. If you started to collapse into it, see if you can find a little more space there. Next inhale, extends the leg back out. Exhale, set your knee down, round your back. Head hovers above the mat. We're in rabbit pose. Pressing the middle of the back up toward the sky. Take a breath. And then from here, point your toes into the mat. Let's rise up to dolphin. So again, like down dog, but on your forearms. Pressing the hips high. Breathe into the belly. We'll inhale way up to our toes. And then exhale, knees come down so we can work on the other side. When you're ready, right leg comes back. Flexing the foot, reach through the heel, square hips, lifting that leg to find engagement in the glute. Again, the shoulders stay nice and strong. And then we bend the leg, press the sole of the foot up toward the sky. Keep breathing into the belly, creating as much space as you can in that left hip. One more breath here. Extend the leg back out. Good. Exhale, knee comes down. Round your back to rabbit. Point your toes into the mat. Lift to dolphin. Deep breath. Inhale up to your toes. Exhale, knees come down. Good. We have one more thing to do here. This time, lightly interlock the fingers for a little more stability. So you have an option, of course, you always have options. When we do, I want to show you what we're doing, so that way you're not confused when I cue it. We're going to take the leg back out behind us like we did. And then we're going to point our other foot, our toes, so my left leg is back, I'm pointing my right toes into the mat. Then on an inhale, we're going to lift the dolphin from here. Okay, so you might try to go into that and realize, nope, not today. So then you just come to dolphin without the leg lifted, okay? So when you're ready, we'll take the left leg back behind us. We're flexing the foot. And if you feel more stable with your hands down, then obviously switch it up. Do what feels right. I feel more stable when my fingers are interlocked. So again, hips are square. We're lifting the leg. Find engagement. Shoulders are strong. Press into the elbows. And then when you're ready, tuck your right toes. And on an inhale, see if you can press up to that extended dolphin. It's a very strong move. Find your breath as you hold here. And then option to try to lower down from there or put your left foot down and lower down that way. So the leg's still up. You got it, Roberta. That leg is still up if you're really staying tricky with me. We're going to bend it again. Sole of the foot presses up toward the sky. We'll inhale together. And then exhale, knee comes down to release. And let's sit back in a child's pose. Deep breath. A little mental preparation for the other side. All right, when you're ready, we come back up to forearms. This time, right leg comes back. So we're extending through that heel. Hips are square, but we lift the leg to find engagement. Shoulders stay strong. Tucking left toes if you're going there this way. And then we inhale to lift to our extended dolphin. Holding here and breathing. Keeping your face relaxed. And then either lowering that foot down so both knees come down, or just bringing that left knee down, keeping the right leg lifted. We give it a bend, press the sole of the foot up toward the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, knee comes down. Good. Take your knees out nice and wide, big toes touch, child's pose. If you need to, rest your forehead on a block so you can bring your arms down. Give your shoulders a rest. So the practice sometimes of not using the wrists as much can be really intense. Nice deep breath here. Good. And then rising back up to table. Now we have a nice little hip thing to do. So we'll take our left leg back out behind us. Just inhale, extend that leg out. On your exhale, cross it over the right leg. Both knees come down. Good. Lower legs can come out wide. And we're just going to slowly rock back. See if you can rock straight back instead of leaning off to the side. And we're coming into a fold here. So when you get there, drop your head. This top knee will lift, the right knee will lift off the mat. That's totally normal. And breathe. Next inhale, we rock forward. Good. Taking the left leg back out behind us. Now we find alignment again. Flex the foot, reach through the heel. Right arm can come out so we find our spinal balance. Get the left arm nice and strong. Lengthen through the back of your neck. And breathe. If you like, reach back for the left foot. Maybe you grab a hold of it. Pressing your foot into your hand to lift the heel away from your backside. Take your gaze forward. Inhale to extend it back out. And exhale, release. child's pose, or maybe a seated position or cat-cow. If you're not feeling child's pose, to reset. You find a way to reset. Come back to your breath. We'll take 2 breaths here. And then when you're ready to move, we come back up to table. Right side, so take the right leg back behind you. Inhale. On your exhale, you cross it over, so both knees are down, lower legs out wide. And then you start to take it straight back. Slowly, the left knee will lift, and you're folding. You drop your head down. Find your breath. Good. Next inhale, walks your hands forward. We untwist the legs. Right leg lifts. Left arm comes out when you're ready. Right arm stays strong. Breath is smooth. And of course, if you're reaching back, make your way there. Pressing your foot into your hand, lifting the heel away. Inhale, extend it back up. And exhale, release. Point your toes into the mat. Let's come up to down dog. Find your breath in down dog. Maybe bend and straighten one leg at a time. Coming into stillness. Bend your knees, look between your hands, tiptoe or hop up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. See how it feels now. Come back to your halfway lift. Straighten your legs. See where you can find that now and if it has changed a bit since when we first did this. Back to your fold. Then we inhale, reverse your swan dive. Reach it up. Press the hips forward. Feel free to take a couple breaths here as we're moving through this. Reach the arms back. Mindful of your neck if you need to keep your gaze forward, but let your arms drop back. And then we'll goddess the arms, or cactus the arms. Holding here, lift the heart, maybe lift the chin. Keep breathing, keep the core strong. Next inhale, you come straight up, reach the arms up. On your exhale, dive into your fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands come down. Let's inhale, step or hop back to plank. On your exhale, lower down. Maybe now you find your hover. And then we inhale, rise up to cobra, maybe up dog, and let's hold here. We want to counter all of the compression work that we did, the forward folding. As we hold here, so find a spot where you can stay. Close your eyes. Engage the back side of your body. Your glutes are strong, your back is strong. And then take it back into a seated position. Okay, so we're not coming in a child's pose, we're coming into a seated position. So swing your legs around, easy cross leg. Good. Hands on your knees. Again, close your eyes if you'd like as we move into our seated cat-cow. So inhale, lift the heart, shoulders drop back, lift the chin. And on the exhale, round your back. Take it slow because we're countering that up dog. And then inhale, roll it through. Just find your pace, using your breath as you move through some rounds of seated cat-cow. Switch up your legs. Take your back foot out in front. Keep moving through cat-cow. And let this lead you into seated barrel rolls, circling around. Continuing to breathe. And enjoying the spaciousness of where you are in your practice. We usually do this in the beginning when we're a little bit stiff still, or at least speaking for myself. And then change direction. We'll inhale and reach the arms out and up. Lengthen through the spine, reach through the crown of your head, and then exhale. Arms come out, down, and back as you grab a hold of your left wrist. Then we inhale to lengthen. On the exhale, nose toward left knee. Inhale to rise straight back up, and exhale, right knee. And at your own pace, one more time each side. Next inhale, you come back through center, reach your arms out and up. Palms touch at the top, relax your shoulders, hold here for the exhale. Drop your chin slightly, see if you can lengthen through the spine a little bit more. Next exhale, hands come down through heart center. And then we'll switch up our legs again. Back foot comes out in front. We inhale to reach the arms out and up. Exhale, release them out, down and back, grabbing hold of the right wrist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, nose toward right knee. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left. One more round on your own. Time you rise, take the arms with you, out and up, palms touch here, relax the shoulders, we're staying for the exhale. Finding your breath, holding in this posture. Lowering hands to heart center, elbows out wide. Taking this time to set an intention for your day. In this point in your practice, where you really come back to center. How do you want to show up in your life today? Breathe that in. And when you're ready to, releasing your hands down, extending your legs out in front. However you'd like, you can lower yourself onto your back. Maybe you roll, maybe you come down using your core. Just arrive there. Maybe give yourself a big stretch, deep breath. And then we draw the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Let's rock from side to side. Give your back a nice massage. Coming back to center. Keep your knees into your chest. Take your arms out wide, palms down. Good. We'll inhale together. And on the exhale, twisting over to the right side. Turning your head left. And while you're here, you can check in. Everything is mindful when you do it, so you really honor where your body is, but can you kind of roll to the right side a little bit more to stack the knees? Just see where it takes you. But then also come back out to both shoulders being on the mat. And then relax your body as much as you can in the twist. You might get one of those good feeling little pops in the spine. We'll take 2 more breaths here, slow breaths. Breathing up and down the spine. When you're ready to come back to center, engage the core and then inhale to come back. Keeping the arms out wide, rock the knees from side to side from the strength of the core. So you're controlling. And you can see how far you can go while maintaining that control with the core. Maybe kind of tuck your tailbone a little bit so you feel really supported in this movement. And then when you're ready to, you can take it over to the left side. You come into the twist, and then if you'd like to work on deepening the twist, you stack the knees and work to see if you can bring the shoulders back down, but don't force anything. Your spine deserves to be honored. It's very important, as we know. Connect with your breath, looking to the right side. One more breath here. Engage the core as you inhale back through center. And again, find that rocking side to side, controlled from the core. And then see how far you can go to each side without that, we want to release that no pain, no gain kind of thing. Just see where you're at, mindfully. Sometimes it feels good to find that place where sometimes we might not go to for whatever reason. Good, and then we come back to center, extending your legs up toward the sky. If you have a block nearby or you feel like grabbing your block, you can put it under your sacrum. So you have a little lift in the hips, a little restorative posture. And then bring your arms to a place that also feels supportive. So maybe it's out wide, maybe it's overhead. You know, some people like to reach their arms up toward the sky, so it's up to you. Just find your breath here. Continue to smooth your breath out, to lengthen it. So option 2, just hang out here. But if you would like to, you can bend your knees to reach for your big toes. So you might do a toe hold, index finger, middle finger around your big toes. Good. And then you can work to see, again, we work so much on opening the back side of the body. What does it feel like when you begin to mindfully straighten the legs out and draw the legs toward your head for a variation of plow pose? Good. And you can hold behind your knees. If your toes are out of reach, that's okay. You can hold behind your knees, your calves. And we keep breathing into the belly. Redirect that pressure out of the face. Good. We'll take one more breath here. Release the legs back up toward the sky. Inhale. On the exhale, bend your knees, and as slow as you can, bring your feet to the mat. As slow as you can, so it's going to require the core again. Maybe your toes just touch first. And then you're heels, and we're going to start a little flow with that. So if you're up on a block, you can go ahead and slide it out once your feet come down. Take your time. So again, let's engage the core. Draw the navel back toward the spine, tuck your tailbone a little bit, and then slow movement, keeping the knees bent. We lift the feet up off the mat, drawing the knees in toward the chest without using the arms. And then exhale, slowly lower. Toes, maybe toes just barely touch before we inhale and lift again. And then exhale, lower, and maybe the bend in the knee isn't so much. We start to extend the legs a little bit. Good, lifting and lowering, and just seeing where that takes you, maintaining that strength in the core. Of course, option to tuck your hands under your backside. If you're feeling that's a little bit too much of a strain for you, then support your body. And then move through that a few more times. Keeping tension out of your face, your neck. The next time you lift your knees toward the chest, take it into a happy baby. So we reach for the soles of the feet, but maybe our hands land behind the knees or up around the ankles. So we do what we can. Soles of the feet are up toward the sky, knees drop down toward the outer ribs. Draw the shoulders back toward the mat. And try to lengthen the spine on the mat. If you like to rock, then you rock from side to side. Breathe. To work the hips a little more, you can press your feet into your hands so you find engagement as you rock. Activate the hip joint. To nourish the hip joint. Good. Taking your time. When you're ready, release from that. Feet come back to the mat. Rock your knees slowly from side to side, turning your head away from your knees to reset. And then we come back to center. Feet are planted on the mat, walking our feet back toward our hips to prepare for bridge. Arms come down by your sides. Good. On an inhale, we lift the hips toward the sky. Legs work to stay parallel to each other as we connect with the length between the shoulders and the knees. If you're rolling your shoulders under, begin to roll. Maybe you interlock your fingers underneath your back, arms straight, work the palms together. This really helps to roll the shoulders way under. But do what's right for you. Keeping your face and your neck and your chest relaxed. Holding here, breathing. And then notice as you're holding here what it feels like to tuck your tailbone, right? It's a very subtle move. Tuck your tailbone. You're back bending. So it helps to find a little more extension in the spine, the front side of the body. Maybe you come up on your toes, so still with that sense that you're tucking your tailbone, but you're lifting, you're breathing. Good, and then while you're here, kind of relax that and then see if you can relax the back side of your body, your glutes, your hamstrings. Find a middle ground. Find a point where you can hold here for a few more breaths. Whatever engagement you need. Up on toes, down on heels, whatever works for you. And if you feel like you want to stay longer, then stay longer. When you're ready to release, make sure it's slow. It's one vertebrae at a time. When you do release, don't rush to bringing your knees into your chest or rocking your knees from side to side. Just find stillness. You might even extend your legs straight out on the mat in that stillness. Really tune in to your body. Draw your shoulders down away from the ears. Turn the palms up toward the sky. And after a few breaths, if your body is still asking you to counter that bridge, then listen, then do something. Maybe it's knees into chest, or it's rocking from side to side. But if you're ready to go right to Shavasana, then do that. breath. Small movements. Little stretches. Maybe a big stretch before you roll onto your right side and curl up there. When it feels right, slowly make your way up. Take your time. Keep your eyes closed. Once you come up, roll your shoulders a few times in each direction. Come back to your breath. Back to stillness. Hands to heart center. Bowing your head down to honor your heart, honor the wisdom within. We'll seal our practice today with a silent Om, so just one that you do inside of yourself. We'll inhale. On the exhale, your silent Om. You notice an inner calm when you do that. Silent mantras are really powerful, so that's something you can come back to anytime. Remembering your intention, bringing that with you into your day. Namaste.